Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Flying with Friends, the first 50 years. So, we're kind of riffing on the 50 thing. And today, December 24th, 2025, is the 50th anniversary of my first sport parachute jump, which I made um, in 1975 while I was home on Christmas leave from the Air Force. So I just wanted to kind of tell you the story about how it came to be that I'm jumping out of an airplane in 1975. We moved to Titusville in 1966. There's a small airport just a couple blocks from the house, Arthur Dunn Air Park. And somewhere, I don't remember exactly when, but they started up a drop zone, small Cessna drop zone. And it's not unusual for me to be riding my bike, delivering newspapers, or doing whatever, and look up and see parachutes in the sky. And I could drive down and park my bike and just watch the skydivers. It was really cool. Um, and so somewhere in the back of my mind, it was always there. And then as time goes by, my dad passed away. I moved. I was kind of just lost. Um, Friends helped me. I took all the tests. I got into the Air Force, selected for air traffic control radar maintenance school, which goes for a year-long training period at Biloxi, Mississippi. So I start my first flight lesson, if you remember, was September 17th, 1975. I kind of parked it because my instructor laid out the program for me. He says, this is what you need to do to become a private pilot, which turns out was great advice. So now it's December. I'm home on Christmas leave. I'm as broke as can be. I don't have two nickels to rub together. And on the morning of December 24th, my stepdad, my mom had remarried. I'm in the kitchen getting my first cup of coffee, and he comes in, whips out a $50 bill and says, Merry Christmas. And I go, wow, thank you very much. Inside my head, I'm going, that's how much first jump course costs. So we finish up, cup of coffee, very nice. I go out the front door. 3 blocks away is the drop zone. I go up there, sign up, give them my $50 bill. I go through all the training, jumping into the P's, doing everything you have to do. And then by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm geared up, walking out to the airplane, and I'm going up for my first parachute jump, static line. So a lot of cool memories from that first jump, just the newness of everything, the excitement. Like, am I really going to do this? We go up to 2,800 feet. I'm the first one. The door opens up. The guy says, get out. I climb out on the strut, and he slaps my leg and says, go. So I'm in the free, not free fall, but the static line stringing out behind me. And next thing you know, I'm pounding into the ground on the airport, picking up my gear, walking back to the trailer. I'm going, wow, that is so cool. That's part of it, the excitement of the jump. But then there was the dread immediately of, I'm going to be late for dinner with my mom. She's going to kill me. So I get my logbook, I get my certificate, I zip home. Kind of, they're holding dinner for me, and everybody's kind of miffed, like, Michael, what have you done? Where have you been? So I kind of share with them, like, well, I jumped out of an airplane. I thought they would share my excitement. They were not excited. There was nobody in the family at the table that was happy about me jumping out of airplanes. So um, time goes by. I go back up to Biloxi. Um, I think while I was between getting back to Biloxi and leaving in May, I think I made one or two more jumps in Mississippi at a different drop zone, no continuity at all, focusing on private pilot, which is really the smart thing for me to do. First assignment, Myrtle Beach, Air Force Base, South Carolina, another drop zone there. One of the kids on the flight line out there bought a little ratty 172, I'm sorry, 182 with a jump door on it. And so he's letting me fly jumpers, and I got a couple more jumps. So in a year, I got about 8 jumps. But I'm trying to focus on the academics and building flight time to become a pilot to qualify for the Air Force, which again was the right thing to do. So that first sport parachute logbook that I had with 8 jumps in it was lost in a basement flood. So I don't have it. This is from my second start of skydiving when I was approaching my 50th birthday some years later. I suddenly had financial means where I could do it, and they had a new method of training jumpers. It was called accelerated free fall. So I'm on active duty orders with the Air Force down at Tyndall Air Force Base, and I got some time off, and I managed to get down to Titusville again right around my 50th birthday. It was a couple days after, and I signed up for the accelerated free fall, 7 jump program if you do everything right to get cleared solo. And my goal was, when I went down there, all I wanted to do was make 10 free fall jumps. And that way I could tick the box. I'm a skydiver, good, let that dream go. Forget about it. So go through the training, all the excitement being around all the jumpers and all that stuff. On the ride to altitude, on the first jump, AFF, it occurred to me, I love this. This is so stinking cool. I hadn't even jumped yet. Just everything about it. The people, the gear. We're in this king air that's going from takeoff to 15,000 feet like in 6 minutes or something like that. It was ridiculous. So ridiculously cool. And next thing you know, I'm in free fall. I got 2 instructors with me. They're stabilizing me. Everything's going great. Back on the ground. Friday afternoon, home, back to mom's house. Saturday, I made 4 jumps. I'm up to 5 accelerated free fall jumps now. Sunday, number 6, number 7, cleared solo. So I actually made my first solo jump on that Sunday. And then I had to get in the car and drive back up to Tyndall for duty on Monday morning. So I finished the program. I was so excited, but I realized 10 jumps was not going to do it for me. So a couple weekends later, I'm down at DeLand signing up for different courses down there. Scott Miller was a guy who did a canopy course for people like me to teach you how to not kill yourself under the Ram Air parachute. So I took that jump with Scott Miller. I'm getting coaching, learning how to try to be a better free fall parachutist, aiming at getting my A license on my 25th jump, which, as it turns out, happened. So that's kind of the quick and dirty of getting started in skydiving. I had 2,480 jumps. So in the course of this series, there's going to be some more skydiving stuff. Try to get some cool videos, talk to other great skydivers that I had the privilege of jumping with, and just share with you some of the thrill of being a skydiver. So for now, thanks a lot for being here on this episode. I look forward to sharing more with you, and see you on the next episode.